Hey everybody, it's Jenny from Norman S. Wright and NSW PEP. In the last video, I talked about CRAH units and what they were. So this video, I'd like to talk about CRAH units and what they are and how they're different from CRAH units. So let's get started. CRAH stands for Computer Room Air Handler. CRAH units are commonly used in large data centers. They use chilled water from a central plant to provide cooling, unlike CRAH units which use DX or direct expansion systems. Let's move this over and let's look at an image from the previous video to see how this works. So this top image is the one I used when I talked about the CRAH units. CRAH units would look like one of these two bottom systems. Chilled water systems can either be air-cooled or water-cooled. Let's zoom in so we can look more closely. You would have a compressor, expansion device, evaporator, and condenser, and possibly a cooling tower. All of these parts would be separate from the CRAH unit itself. Then this water coil here, or this one here, would be in the CRAH unit supplying the cooling. The water for the water coil is being cooled by the rest of the system. Warm air from the data center is pulled across the coil where it's cooled by the chilled water before recirculating back into the room. A modulating valve would adjust the chilled water flow rate for precise temperature control. Now let's move this over again. CRAH units rely on a central chiller plant. This makes them more energy efficient than CRAH units in larger data centers. Let's move this up and take a look at a typical CRAH unit. Room air would enter the unit at the top and then pass through these filters. Then the air passes through the cold water coils, cooling the air. Then the blowers blow the cold air out of the unit. This unit is most likely used in a raised floor, so the air is blown into the raised floor plenum, and then the air would come up through perforated floor tiles to cool the space. Let's move this over again. CRAH units typically have more precise temperature control and are easier to scale for large data centers. They also have higher airflow capacities, which helps with even cooling across the server racks. Because they rely on a central chiller plant, CRAH units aren't standalone units like CRAH units are. They work best in large data centers with dedicated chilled water infrastructure. Let's bring everything back on screen now. So that's a CRAH unit, how it works, and how it's different from a CRAH unit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.